I hate it here. I forgot that was an event. That even pains me now. Good day, good people. Another fine day in the year of the Resolve. Toon Link Dave, bravo. Dave? When'd you fall down, buddy? There you go. Toon Link Dave, bravo, Dave, Anomaly, and Omakars. You know me as the man who is ready for the show to be on the road. And we are on the road to AV Mania because it is August 1st, isn't it? It is officially August 1, and that brings us to OC action in the Let's start OC action in the first day of August with a little bit of a announcement that I've received from Sundavy. Once again, he's been talking to all the superstars. He's been seeing all the shenanigans happening backstage, and he has talked to Sonic the Hedgehog, who has been medically cleared after a vicious backstage assault between him and Sho Tucker. Now, they have history, and they have a lot of history dating all the way back to around October of last year, where Sonic suddenly shifted towards Sonic.exe, and maybe he had been like that the entire time. And maybe it could have all been during, due to the influence, the power, the scientific experimentation of Sho Tucker. And Sonic wants to make sure that he never does that to anyone ever again, or at the very least wants to get his hands on Sho Tucker. So Sundavy said it will happen 1v1 at AV Mania. Sho Tucker, Sonic the Hedgehog will settle their feud. The match type has not been named yet, but it will be named over the next couple of weeks. But know that those two will go head to head and finally squash whatever they have between them. Maybe we'll even learn a little bit more. Coming soon, AV Mania. But that's the future. That's the end of, not the end of August. I guess it's since there's, I think, 5 Saturdays this year in August, something like that. I think it's the 24th. Here, let me give you guys the exact date. I'm pretty sure it's the 24th. It is the 24th. Yes, most excellent. But for right now, it's not AV Mania. It is Danganronpa Hunger Games OC action. We are back. It is lockout rules. And also, let me pull up the bracket real quick. For you guys, you can bring it up right now because I need to explain to you that this is lockout rules in the Hunger Games OC action. Let me also double check to make sure that this is the right, correct, voice microphone that's being used in OBS real quick, because it updated and sometimes it sets to the wrong mic, but we are correct and we are a-okay this time. Let me tell you, because it didn't set to the right headset when I had started, or rather post-update. So right now we have June, or rather Sylvanos, we have Golden, we have Nathan, we have Miss Hazel, we have DJ, we have the champion Miss Momo, or one half of the co-champions. We have Yumeko, Kyra, Poison, or Poisson. It is Poison. We have the fantastic Daruma. We have Murasaki, we have JFJ as your top 12, and keep in mind that if any of those top 12 get through again, that spot becomes locked out, basically securing that they have a better chance of getting that championship at the end of the season. Keep that in mind because there is a very rare opportunity that all 12 of those spots get locked out. Something that's never happened before, but we haven't had lockout brackets for so long. We've only had them really for one side of OC action. This time it's on both sides. We've introduced everybody. All the report cards are in the description, so let's go through a quick round in the second half of OC action for singles. We have Golden and Amber in District 1, Agatha and Cassie in District 2, DJ and Daruma in District 3, Poisson, Poison, and Hazel in District 4. District 5 sees Linus and Kiyoshi. District 6 sees Takuto and Mainten. 7 sees Tiger and Sylvanos. 8 sees Aaliyah and Pinto. Nathan and Mizuki in District 9. District 10 sees Panth and JFJ. Rose and Marco in District 11. District 12 sees Jacob Baker, our Agent of Chaos, and Johnny Burke. District 13 sees Heather Sutherland with Murasaki, the very purple district. 14 sees Yumiko and Squid, who made a big splash at OC Revolution, I saw. Hate that he's the waffle maker here, but you know what? Pretty good in the ring. District 15 sees Kyra and Jags fan, and lastly we have Momo and Tsubasa, your OC co-champions. However, will they be for much longer? That's the question, because we do have to spin the wheel, and we have to spin it twice because Jacob might cash in on either one of them, so without further ado, let's get that done. Also, I believe it's a live chat, so live chat, how are y'all doing? Because look at this wheel as it spins round and round, up and down, all around. Let's see how it all plays out. Right here, right now. Chaos Reign. Order remains. First spin sees. Order does remain. But he gets to go again because there's co-champions. There are 2 opportunities. Will Jacob say, it's chaos time? Or will we just have some time in the limelight? Will we have a little normal episode? Is he potentially saving it for the free-for-all? Let's find out as the wheel spins around and around. He may be. Because look at that, order still remains. One more, and by one more opportunity, I mean he's got 2 more spins. That happens over at the OC free-for-all. But for right now, it's just a normal episode, so we're gonna vibe. Shall we? First, second, third, make those picks right here, right now. I guess a bit of admin. Inferno is this week, and it's the first of the Road to AV Mania in the... Not in the Danganronpa AWE. In the AWE, Friday Night Fracture is in 2 days, or yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow. It is not in 2 days, it is tomorrow. So get excited for that. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. You'll start to see the AV Mania card take place. I assume you'll start to see it take place even more so. Sunday we've got something planned, so keep your eyes on the channel Sunday. His day, we'll see what happens. Maybe you'll hear more about that on Friday. I'm unsure. I have like little details, but from what I've heard, I'm very excited. I have nothing to do, which is awesome. But I digress. I did see it. I can't say it. I can't say it, man. As much as I want to tell y'all, I can't. It's not mine to tell. But you know what? He's gonna leave his mark, and I believe it's going to be a spectacular announcement. I believe that's. I think that's good enough. That being said, who you got? Chat, first, second, third. I'll make my picks and then we'll get to go. We'll get to going. It'll be a fantastic time. For first, I'm going to take the Agents of Chaos. I'm going to take Jacob Baker. For second, I'm going to take Miss Dangers. I'm going to take Aaliyah Dangers. And for third, I'm going to take Hazel. I think the Power of Snow is going to get Hazel real close, so close, but so far. Those are my picks. Hopefully you guys have yours ready as well. But for right now, I think we just gotta, I think we gotta get the show on the road, don't you? I certainly hope so, so y'all know how to do that. Is this a jar of honey? Did I just drop a jar of honey? Oh no! Always fasten the lids on your jars of honey. Don't be me. Sadness and perishing. Man, cleaning up a bunch of honey sucks. Here. This episode doesn't though, and it's just one resimulate. It's a 1. Turnip Boy. I don't know if you could see Turnip Boy. He is here. Hang in there, Turnip Boy. I got an episode to do. OCs, you're just getting one resimulation. And that's the bottom line, because Asmir said so. Okay. I'm gonna drink some ginger ale because I'll tell you what, cleaning up all that honey, it worked up a thirst. I'm a Swiffer over there. Whew. One quick time after this episode, but I got the most of it up. I think I got all of it up, but you know, you gotta get that one more, probably 2 more quick swifts. Cause it's honey, and honey, it never really leaves, does it? We've had our resimulation. Let's go. And as we go on, we have the bloodbath. And as the tributes stand on their podiums, the horns, they dot sound, and I guess they sound the horns. Horn bearers, please sound the horns and do not have any honey with you. Exactly. I trust the horn bearers. They would never do me like that. They would never have any honey on them. Cheers to the horn bearers. Cheers to them indeed. That being said, let's proceed. As Marco finds a vision in the cornucopia, why would the Archons leave something like that here? I also wanted to have this up. I was so ready. I was so prepared, and then honey. Squid becks one of the weapons that Momo, the champion, has picked up. She feels bad and reluctantly gives it to Squid. Tsubasa ignores the opening ceremonies, and plays video games with Jags. Oh my gosh, Yumiko. Sets off above, taking out Poison, Aaliyah, JFJ, and Amber. JFJ and Poisson were both in the finale already, but Aaliyah and Amber have just missed out. They still have the free-for-all, that one last spot. We'll see how it goes. Rose ignores the game and goes looking for food. Daruma begins working on a plan to overthrow Monokuma with the plan. Pants runs away from the cornucopia. Cassie also finds a vision. Archons, if y'all don't keep your visions to yourselves. Golden rides into the arena on a unicorn. Golden also had a rather spectacular showing lately in OC Revolution. Murasaki runs away from the cornucopia, as is Johnny. Kyoshi grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Jacob argues with Monokuma. No shot. Heather spies a large flashing red button in the cornucopia. Among the supplies, she recklessly presses it, and Mizuki, Pinto, Takuto, DJ, Hazel, Maintenance, Linus, Agus, and Nathan spontaneously combust. Yo, I think that honey was bad luck. Or maybe it was the fact that it was a 1 with the honey. Honey was sweet, but this episode ain't sweet on nobody, apparently. Kyra and Tigra compare the knives that they found in the supplies. Sylvanas comes in with a spoon, gets laughed at. We might be at your final 12 already. I don't think we're quite there, but we're close. As day 1 begins, Jacob gets his ultimate talent slice and revoked. Marco thinks everyone's a mastermind. Murasaki and Heather enter a rebuttal showdown, the Battle of the Purple Hairs. Pants gets drenched in honey. Oh, I hate it here. I forgot that was an event. That even pains me now. My hands are almost pruny right now, man. Oh. Yeah, she's allergic in Paris. Sorry, Panther. Rose drives up to Maki Donald's, wants an ice cream. Fortune the machine is working out. Lucky Squid glares at Drew and says, "Do you want to die?" Drew runs away. Tigra slurps her fresh applesauce. Nice. I actually had some applesauce today. It was good. And I slurped it, actually. Yumiko steals a tray of Jags freshly baked cookies. Johnny puts cat ears on Cassio. She's kind of cute. Golden plants flowers around Kiyoshi's grave. Kiyoshi simply screams from behind him, "Hello, I'm still alive!" Golden says, "For now." For now, Kara finds a water gun, fills it with holy water, fires at Momo, getting her wet. Sylvanas uses a secret technique, running away, and Tsubasa falls into a frozen lake and drowns. One half of the co-champions out of here, the half that need to be in the top 12, but the question is, are we already in the top 12 after that very bloody day? Let's find out as we proceed. Okay. So this isn't gonna be a long one. So we're speed running, eh? Okay. I may have pressed 2 buttons at the same time, but only one thing is happening on August 24th, and that is AV Mania, and all the OCs are helping me prepare. Like, Sylvanos and Johnny walking the ring ropes like tight ropes, Drew and bounce against the ring ropes, causing them both to fall and break their necks. Tigra viciously slams Kyra, Heather, and Rose to separate tables, leaving them all laying motionless. Kiyoshi crawls under the ring to get supplies, never heard from again. Jacob dyes the ring ropes, red, white, and blue. Momo helps configure the Titantrons. Squid also dyes the ropes. Golden, Marco, and Yumiko help push the giant Statue of Liberty into position. Murasaki and Cassia set up the announcer's table, and Jagspan helps configure the Titantron. Other than the very start, pretty peaceful day. And after we proceed, we lost 21 competitors. Yeah, okay. What was the clear day looting for? Poison, Aaliyah, JFJ, Amber, Mizuki, Pinto, Takuto, DJ, Hazel, Maintenance, Linus, Agus, Nathan, Panth, Tsubasa, June, Sylvanos, Johnny, Kyra, Heather, Rose, Kiyoshi. Oh boy. Your top 12, are we there? Yeah, we are definitely there. We're to our final 11, which means the very last person on that list is the final member of our top 12. We got there expeditiously. Kiyoshi is the final member of the top 12, and Kiyoshi admittedly was one of the competitors who needed to be there, did not have a spot, Kiyoshi makes that spot. Golden was already in there, so that's a lockout spot. Caslia was not. Daruma was, so that's a lockout spot. 2 lockout spots. Tiger needed the spot. Jacob needed the spot. Murasaki did not need that spot. That's another lockout. Yumiko's another lockout. Squid is not a lockout. Jagspan's not a lockout, but Momo is a lockout. Marco as well, not a lockout. So I think that's 4. Momo, Murasaki, Golden, and Daruma. 4 spots have been sealed tight, locked up on the bracket, but we'll see how everyone else plays out, because it's technically not your saving grace picks yet. We are at 11. It certainly feels like it, and man, I'm still mad about that, honey. But it is what it is. It wasn't a whole bunch of honey. The jar was like this big. I got it as a little, like, gift from a wedding. Not a gift, but, like, you know, like one of those take-home, you came, good job bags. Goodie bags? I don't know if it's called a goodie bag at a wedding. And I had used, like, 3/4 of it. But it's gone now. It was gonna be a gag, and now it is on the floor. But I'll tell you what, that quarter is sure spread. We will proceed final 11 as we see Cassia, Jags, Marco into a scrum debate with Momo, Daruma, and Murasaki over which side would beat the other side in a fight. I would be remiss to bet against Murasaki. That's all I gotta say. And the current champion, Momo, former champion, Daruma, this side just has the experience. Jacob's in the house. It's a party every week, baby. Gold eats a sandwich, fully restoring his health. Yumiko finishes her novel, and Tiger finds a dark Dave in the arena, befriends it, and sicks it on Squid, killing him. My gosh. Goodness gracious, we have to proceed. How could ya? But we are already at the feast. The feast is here, and as the cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, memoirs, and the tribute's family's Jags discovers all the lore on Slugma-Face. His life is now complete. Momo severely injures Marco, puts him out of his misery. Daruma falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Tiger sets off an explosive, taking out Murasaki, Cassia, Golden, and Jacob, and Yumiko dies from an infection. We are down to 3. It could be over next round. It is Jagspan, Momo, and Tigra. We might not... I almost hope it ends next round. It does not. It is just our final 3. Part of me was like, I hope it ends. I hope we have the speed runniest game of all time. Momo confides in Jags. Jags takes notes so he can exploit her later. And Tiger hangs on mistletoe in the arena. Kiss me under the mistletoe. I'm still in a Christmas in July mood, even though it's August. But no, mistletoe's still not allowed. We lost another 8 out of our 11. Your final 3 are about to hit. And it is the final Fleur de Lune, technically, of the episode 4. Squid, Marco, Daruma, Murasaki, Caslia, Golden, Jacob, Yumiko. Okay, so we're going a little bit fast, huh? It's a speedy day, isn't it? We'll see everybody's statuses. It's Tigra, who has popped off recently with 6 KOs, Jax Fan, who's been a pacifist, and Momo the champion is the one, has the one. Will this all continue as things are said and done? I'm not sure. Let's find out right now, shall we? But first, I guess I technically have to ask you to make some saving grace picks. It doesn't feel like it's that long ago that I asked you to make some regular picks, but now it's time for your saving grace picks. Between Tigra, Jags, and Momo, I don't have to ask too much. Live chat, pick first, second, and third. You have a 100% chance to guess 3 competitors in the top 3. You have that much. What order will they be? The choices are yours and yours alone. The odds are ever in your favor. I'm gonna make my selections now. You make yours as well in the live chat. In the comments, do it. Tigra, Jags Fan, Momo. I'm gonna go with Champion Momo, Tigra second, Jags Fan third, which means it's probably gonna be the opposite. So early congratulations to you, Jags Fan. My jinx and my bad luck have been strong this day. Every tribute could feel it in their bones. When they saw the honey drop, they're like, oh, wait a minute, we're in for a long one. When they saw that one roll, they were like, oh, we're in for a longer one. And when all of them, 21 of them perished, and then another 8, leaving us with 3, what can I tell you? I made my picks, you guys have made yours. This has been a speed run of an episode. But I digress. It's your final 3. Within your final 5, Tigra, Jags, Momo are all caught in what we like to call within our final 5. It is our final 3, and it is a crisis of fate. Maybe these 3 will just go on for like 8-9 rounds without any KOs, and they'll just be vibing, they'll be dapping up. They'll be saying, ooh, woogity, woogity, woogity. Those are 2 iconic, name those 2 iconic, secret handshake, sounds. That's a task for you guys. Bonus points to anyone who can name either one or both. Next round sees, is it over? Not yet, but it will be next round as Momo sets up a trap to kill Jags, but the trap fails, only cripples Jags. Momo attempts to try again, but Tigra finds out about the plan and kills Momo, which means we're down to Tigra Valentine. We're down to Jags Fan. It is your final 2, and it's all about to end right now, so I'll have to ask you who. Will it be Tigra, Jags? Jags Fan was in OC Revolution, was so close to making a name. Did much better, probably had his best performance of all time in OC Revolution, but now maybe having his best performance of all time in the Hunger Games. It's been a speed run of a game, but today, will it be Jags Fan speed running to the very end? Will it be Jags Fan speed running to the #1 spot? We'll find out. Standing in his way is Tigra, former champion, former winner, and formerly wants to beat down Jags Fan and take the #1 spot, but Jags Fan is tough. Tigra's tough too. Who will go on? Who will be the toughest today? Who will be the #1 OC today? We're about to find out. Live chat, Tigra, Jags. Both? Neither. I mean, I feel I can pad this out a little bit longer since we since we're having a relatively short time today. I digress. We're gonna end it because it could be both, it could be neither, but I will say it will be one of those 2 as that decision is made. As I click proceed, the winner of this episode is not Jags Fan, because we're gathered here to remember our dear comrade Jags Fan. In honor of his sacrifice, all events shall halt for half a day, as the nation mourns him passing. A moment of silence for Jax fan. A shame, Jax fan, but hey, made it to the finale. More importantly, I will warn you again because it's a terrible turnabout for her. Momo and Jax fan. In a wild rush of an episode, one OC stands tall, one vampire goddess stands tall, and as we proceed, we can see in Lucky District 7, your winner. Moving on to the finale, needed to get into the top 12, didn't need to get first, but wanted to prove that she could do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, your winner of this mad rush of an episode, Tigra Valentine, takes the win. And you know what? This episode being quick is good for me. Because I still gotta Swiffer one more time, just to be sure. And I in my mind, I'm just like, oh, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Because nobody wants sticky floors. That's the last thing I want. I know it's not sticky now, but I was like, there might be like one small, like, near the baseboard. I just want to get in there real good. Regardless, we have our top 12, and we know who got locked out. So, first and foremost, let's go ahead and bring up that bracket. Tigra Valentine joins the bracket. Jax fan joins the bracket. Boom! Lockout by Momo Rusakov getting third. Boom! Lockout by Yumiko Hibana getting fourth. Jacob Baker takes a spot. Boom! Lockout by Golden taking sixth. Caslia Moore takes seventh. Boom! Lockout by Murasaki taking eighth. Boom! Lockout by Daruma Pansy taking 9th, Marco takes 10th, Squid takes 11th, and Kiyoshi takes 12th. Boom, 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 boom. 5 spots locked out. What had been 24 full spots has become 19. That being said, free-for-all, 1 unlockable spot. Someone will be added, so we will have a finale of 20. So get ready for it. Get steady for it. Get prepared for it. Let's get ready. It's about that time. You better make sure it happens. It's gonna be fantastic. We'll go through everybody else though. Slow scroll right through. To those who didn't make it, you know your opportunity. Your opportunity knocks in the free-for-all. We know what can happen in the free-for-all. Last season, we saw someone get both championships, singles, and tag teams in the free-for-all. We've seen that happen a handful of times. The free-for-all, for some reason, loves it when that happens. We've seen just one title in the free-for-all. We've seen none in the free-for-all. What does season Sweet 16 have for our free-for-all? We'll find out shortly as I get ready to get Swiffering. Rose, Heather, Kyra, Johnny, Silvono, Tsubasa, Panther. Tsubasa's an interesting choice as well. If Chaos reigns, there is a world where Tsubasa does not make it to the finale. If Chaos reigns, Tsubasa has to get that spot in the free-for-all or does not make the finale. Interesting. Panther, Nathan, Agus, Linus, Maintenance, Hazel, DJ, Takuto, Pinto, Mizuki, Amber, JFJ, Aaliyah, and, well, Poison. Which was, keep in mind, the whole, like, starting, like, 8 or 9 of those people all taken out very quickly in the bloodbath, and I was like, oh boy. Then we had the arena event. It was nutty. In fact, we'll go see in just a second as we proceed. Look at how we don't even have to scroll down. It's one of those things where it's rare that we don't have to scroll down. It's rare that a game is done in 3 days. Usually we cap out at like 7, or rather average around 7, but we had Big events in the bloodbath, big day one arena event, big feast after night one. Usually when things go this fast, we don't see the feast in night one either, or the feast ever. Like, they'll just be like, oh, there's not that many people left, we'll just skip the feast. Wild. The game said no mercy today. Was it the one? Was it the honey? Was it both? I'm not sure. But you know, while I was cleaning up that honey, under my desk there's just like a container of like dice gags. This was sitting outside of the container, so I'd had honey on it, so you know. But I had to clean it up. It's this. This was a dice gag at one point. Who knows? Huh? If you remember it, good on you. You have a great memory. There you go. That had honey on it, so I had to clean it very nicely. I had to get one of these Clorox wipes, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna wipe this thing down. It's real nice. I need to use that more often. That being said, we're done. Tiger had the most KOs. No, Heather had the most KOs. Did Heather have that event in the... Yes, Heather did have that event. Pushed a button and people spontaneously combusted. Hey, good on you, Heather, I guess. You popped off. You went crazy. Good on you. Cool. Had 9 KOs. Tiger had 7. Yumiko had 4. Daruma had 1. Momo had 1. And that is all the KOs this game. I must reiterate. We know what the finale's looking like. We know how it's gonna go. And more importantly, I'm excited to see how it all plays out. We had our lockout this time. Next week, I believe we'll have lockout for Tag Team OC action, so get excited for that too. I think we're good. I think we're set. I think I've padded this part out so we can get about 30 minutes too. Go back to the reaping. Thank you so much for submitting your OCs. Once again, check out everybody in the report cards, in the description, hopefully in the pin tab. Might not be at the premiere, but because I'll be probably at work, but you know, it is what it is. Go and check it all out. Right here, right now. Go do it. All the things right there. Go look down. It's in there. Yeah. Or to the side, because sometimes it's on the side, man. I don't know where it is. YouTube changes it all the time. You might be watching this like 2-3 months in the future, and I'll be like, YouTube has put it on the screen. It is right on top of my face now. I wouldn't put it past YouTube, but I'll tell you what. I'm glad you're around. Until next time. Until tomorrow, I guess, because I'll be here tomorrow, so it'll be Friday every time. I think we're good. Surprisingly enough. I am just hyper focused on the honey that I gotta clean up some more. I know it's clean, but I'm like, man, I gotta get that Swiffer. I need to make sure it gets easy clean, because like I'm sure there's like a little bit in between the like the crease on the floor, but I was like, I gotta make sure we get deep in there. I gotta make sure we get deep in there, because I got in there pretty good, but I was like, it's probably set. I need to like stick my finger right there. I was like, is it any sticky, any sticky icky? Because you know, you can't really tell when you got like the cleaning on it. You're like the cleaning fluid. I was like, we got all of it, but like you come over like. Once it's all dried out, you put your hand on it a couple times, you're like, I still feel a little bit of stick on there, so you gotta go over it a second time. You gotta go over it a second time. Make sure if you spill some honey, that's a crazy substance, I'll tell you what. Toodaloo, like, I'm gonna go Swiffer. Thanks for watching.